It seems that you have accidentally wandered into a restricted area. Due to the sensitive nature of the materials that you may be exposed to here, you will not be allowed to leave until the cleanup crew arrives at 6 a.m. So hang tight. Rest assured that you will be promptly rescued, fired, then sent home. Thank you for being an employee. We hope that your experience has not been as regrettable as ours.
Five Nights at Freddy's sister location is probably one of the more controversial releases in the franchise. This is when the lore became complicated and confusing for most people. This is also when FNAF delved into the sci-fi genre, which some fans weren't happy about. Now, whether or not you agree with all this, one thing could be said for sure, and it's the fact that Ennard is without a doubt one of the creepiest animatronics in the whole franchise. His humanoid appearance, the random eyes scattered across his body, and the sheer amalgamation that is a result of all the Funtime animatronics merging themselves into one in order to escape the rental facility. Now, let's talk about what makes this boss fight so great. If you haven't guessed by now, I will be talking about the non-canon Ennard boss fight, but I will admit that the canon ending is also really cool. The night begins after you go right instead of forward in the Funtime Auditorium, and you end up in a very familiar office. The voice says that you have wandered into a restricted area, and that you must wait until 6 a.m. to be rescued and fired. However, you are not alone. Ennard is there too, and boy does he not let you go without a fight. He will attack from either the left door, the right door, or the vent in the middle of your office. What I find very interesting about this boss fight is that it combines lots of elements from previous Five Nights at Freddy's games and incorporates them beautifully into this final night. You have the power management like FNAF 1, the quick reaction time like FNAF 2, and the audio cues like FNAF 4. Speaking of audio cues, if you don't want to waste too much power, you better be listening really well. His audio cues will come from whichever hallway he is in, or if he is in the vent. The thing is that if another audio cue plays from the same side, one of two things happened. Either he moved up and is right next to the door, or he moved to another room and it would be worthless closing the door, as that would drain power. This creates a high-risk, high-reward system, one which I would have loved to see more in future FNAF games. As the night progresses, Ennard gets more and more aggressive. He's desperate to get to you and to finally leave this hellish facility. Once you reach 6 a.m., you most likely barely have any power left, but the relief feels great. Now that I'm done talking about the gameplay, let's talk about the story, and boy, is there a lot to talk about. When the night starts, Baby is extremely caught off guard by your decision. Her plan failed, so now she has to resort to extreme measures in order to escape. She keeps taunting you and asking you why you left her, and how she doesn't understand why you did this. As the night progresses, Ennard gets more and more desperate to get in, becoming more aggressive and taunting you a lot more. By Baby's dialogue, it is also revealed that the reason Michael, the character we play as, is here is to find his little sister, Elizabeth. By 4 a.m., Ennard is truly desperate, so in one last-ditch effort, he uses Elizabeth's voice to try and get you to let him in. After barely making it out, Baby says one more thing before the night ends. And so, that was my reasoning as to how Ennard perfected Night 5. Thank you so much for watching, as I don't normally make these types of videos often, so it means a lot to me. If you haven't yet, please consider subscribing, and have a good night.